crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
The penetrator.
Ah, come on, look, because I always went the farthest into the target, goddammit. Libya, Tunisia, Lebanon. It was me, pal. I was always first in, last out.
This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation. It'll fight if it has to. But it's vulnerable out in the open.
Its blood was on the leaves.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Good morning, Valhalla! The Mad Doctor of Disaster and Destruction, Omega Outlaw! Psychotroid Live! The Wrench of Wrenches, Chris Persia! My favorite poet there on YouTube, sort of YouTuber. The Perdita! Roll Tide, Kitty Chow, Roll Tide! Southern Vikings! Nighthawk! Project Cambridge! DJ Ronnie G! Mountains of Elysium! The Mad Monkey Jeebus! Undead Ramen! The Lady Arwen Avalon! And Squad! Gary Thatcher Sandwich Worthington! Maria with me and Telly! Pump water more! Anthony! Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Taco Tuesday on Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki. Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are having a good week. It's just the start of it. We got through Monday. It is Tuesday, and Tuesday, of course, means it's time for tacos. Even though we are MIA one Mexican Iron Man this morning, our brother is out in California, and we all know it's early out there. 6 a.m. Getting up with the cows and the chickens is not possible for our hash brown hashtag Mexican Iron Man. But hopefully he's doing well and enjoying his time off. I know we need him. We need him here, but he's enjoying his time off. He doesn't get much time off. He's always working. If you know Mike, did he bring a scuba gear? I honestly doubt it. So, Maria, thank you. Maria says, damn, you light my fire. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Good morning, Mr. Buttcrack Media. Good morning. Maria with T and Telly is here. Good morning, Maria. It's great to see you. Ironcaster, did you check the window? Maybe he's hanging outside. If he is, he's in trouble now. Bunkwaddle, good morning. Bunkwaddle Jesters, Darth Arlena. Good morning, Darth Arlena. I hope you are well. Hope you are doing well. Good morning, everybody. Pops, Ale Valhalla, great to see everyone. Great to see you, Pops. Arwen Avalon is here. Good morning. Southern Viking. Chris Persia. Good morning, everybody. It's great to see you. The Rooster Day Bob's here. Good morning, everybody. So we touched on this a little bit yesterday. I'm not going to go over obviously everything we went over yesterday, but we touched on a part of this, and I wanted to get a little more in depth with this. There are a lot of creatives out there, and for decades, we have had people that are doing they're doing fan films, they're doing game projects, they're doing modifications for video games, modifications for board games, additions to board games, tabletop, video, everything. These people are so creative. They've got such a creative force behind them. And then there are people that have absolutely nothing to do with some of this stuff, and their ideas get taken. Like Anas Abdin, who came out with a little game that had tardigrades in it and could help you travel through space and time. And his ideas were taken from him. His ideas were taken, and to try and fight a copyright claim with someone like CBS Paramount is nigh impossible. Something we learned. I really thought we'd get justice for Anas. I really thought we would, and we didn't. It sucked. It sucked, but showed everyone what these people can do and how they can take your ideas and just use them. And now we've got a tabletop company that has rights in perpetuity for your ideas, for your stories, for your creations. They're just going to take them. They're just going to take them and they're going to use them for whatever they want. You have no rights to the things you create. Hail all, found sausage and a basketball with a giant handprint wedged in my door this morning. Oh no. I wonder who that could have been from. Oh no. Oh shit. Hail Mr. CCDB. Good morning. Shut up, Zero. So, what are you supposed to do? Come out with your own creations. This is something that Adega and I have been pushing for a long time. Adega's been pushing it longer than I have. Stop giving these people your ideas. I understand fan films are cool. I understand you want to be a part of that world. But I want to tell you something. They wouldn't even let Seth MacFarlane be a part of that world. And we all know how much he loves Star Trek. He loves Star Trek so much that he'd take a bit role in Enterprise just to be in Star Trek. Just have a line in Star Trek. Just to say yes, sir, to Trip in Star Trek. He'd do anything to be a part of Star Trek. And no matter how popular he got, no matter how huge he got, he still went to Paramount and they said, no, we don't want anything to do with you. They wouldn't let him be a part of it. I understand that there are people out there who want to dedicate their vision, their time, and push Star Trek. I understand that. I understand that there are a lot of people out there, a lot of young writers, a lot of old writers that want to be a part of Star Trek. The problem is they don't want you. They don't want you. They don't want you to be a part of it. They're good. They're good now. Does anybody remember back in the 80s when they were taking scripts from anyone? Literally, you could send your script in to Paramount, CBS, and you could have your idea up on Star Trek. It's not the way it is anymore. Oh, Loki, oh no, just doesn't have the same sound of desperation as a Mexican Iron Man. Oh no, yeah, I know. Thank you so much, Shum. They don't want your scripts anymore. They don't want your ideas anymore. And if you do come up with something good, instead of paying you for it, they're just going to take it. Because that's what these people do. They just take. They consume. They take and they take and they take. They don't give anything back. They don't give anything back. It's up to you to decide what you're going to do with your time and your effort. I want to make the worst fanfic ever and put it on AO3, read it on YouTube, and dare them to take me to court over the tale, the love of Tiamat, the owlbear, and the tiniest sapling, a trans tale for the ages. Go for it. Undead Ramen. Go for it. What are you gonna do? Where are you gonna put your time? That's like Bogon poetry. Damn. I didn't know anything was as bad as Bogon poetry. And I'm not 42 anymore, so I don't realize, I don't have the knowledge of life, the universe, and everything. What do you want to do? Where do you want to put your time? I understand that it's like, oh man, I could write the coolest Star Trek and I could do this and I could do that. They're not going to let you be a part of that world. So that's just it. It's theirs now. That's what they've said over and over again. It's theirs now. Well, now they prove it. Tabletop is just as bad. Tabletop is just as bad as Paramount and CBS. Except now they're saying, well, we're going to openly take your ideas and your stuff, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. If they want to take your stuff and put it into the game, they don't have to pay you shit. They don't have to pay you shit. Why do you want to spend years working on something for someone else's game when you can do your own? I'm serious here. You can. You have a giant community here. Look at what happened with Rippaverse. Look at what's happened with Rippa. You have a giant community here. And I understand some of you are going to raise your hands and go, I'm Loki, I'm not Rippa. That doesn't mean that one of your ideas can't take off and the entire fandom get behind it. The entire fellowship. Everything this community is, get behind it and make it go. Well, we made it go. Loki, the problem for Wizards with what they're doing is that it's a clear violation of copyright and existing IP laws. And they want your money. Don't ever forget that. They want your money. So let's talk about millions real quick. Because we did touch on this yesterday too. And I don't want to go into too much of what I talked about yesterday. $150 million. They lost 40%. So from 40%, what you've got 120, around 120. So you're looking at a almost $300 million business that is now at $150 million. Hasbro's upset. Hasbro wants money. They want your money. They want to stop letting people make money off of this. Which, I mean, I just they don't want to sue everybody and their mom for copyright. That's the problem. Make the world just that little bit better. Just do it. Do it. This is what me and Adega have been talking about. Just do it. You know what? If you've written a Star Trek story, if you've spent years writing a Star Trek story and you want to get it published, just change the names. That's all you got to do. You got a great story out there. You got a wonderful idea. Just change the names. Make it into something else. Inspired by Star Trek. Inspired by Gene Roddenberry. Psychodorf 9 with $2 super chat. Working on one. Thank you so very much. Psychodorf 9. I wonder what he's working on. Working on one. A game? I hope so. I absolutely hope so. Floral, what is up? Thank you so much, Psychodorf 9, for that $2 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and I think I know what you want this morning. A cool, refreshing drink of Fanta. Such a wonderful drink. Thank you so much, Psychodorf 9. Do your own thing. Do your own thing. Change the names, protect the innocent. You can do it. You can do it. Make your dream a reality. You don't need CBS, Paramount, Wizards of the Coast, or any of these other companies to do this. You don't. We proved it. We have proved it. Over the last 5 years, we have proven that anything is possible. Anything is possible. Dedicate your time, make it a mission to complete it, and anything is possible. You know what Adega does? Adega will throw out clips of chapters. He'll throw out chapters of his books. So he'll do like a 7-minute read or an 8-minute read on one of the chapters of his books as he's writing it. You do know that Adega could be doing that on something like Patreon. He could have it closed so that only members can see this stuff, so that you have to, and he doesn't. He just throws the chapter out there. You could literally do like a listen along to the entire book he's writing. You could literally do an entire listen along to the book he's writing if you wanted to, if that's what you wanted. And what is up, Floral? Floral, where did it go? See, this is why I should start everything. Just start everything and it won't go away. He's got a song coming out. That's all I can remember from the message. If you want to repost it, brother. But check out Floral from Under a Rock. Great channel. Does great, absolutely great work. Rising Star here on YouTube. Here it is. New song of ours is released at 15 minutes after the show this morning. I'm pumped about it and pretty proud of it. It's a full 2 minute, 30 seconds of your life not wasted. I'm going to star that and I will do a reminder. How about that, Floral? Floral's a great guy. The reason why you've got such a great mix of that intro song in the morning here on Mornings of Mischief is because of Floral. So he's got a new song coming out. We will do a reminder at the end of the show. Thank you for being here, brother. Thank you, Floral. Thank you. Don't thank me. Thank you. So what can you do? Well, you can be creative. Use what you know. It doesn't have to be for Star Trek. It doesn't have to be for Wizards of the Coast. It doesn't have to be for any of this shit. I want to tell you something. These companies, if they keep on doing the things they're doing, they're going to fade out. That's just the way it is. Hasbro is pushing Wizards of the Coast to do a lot of the things they're doing because they want a wider audience. Hasbro wants them to have a wider audience. You want your company to be successful. They want their company to be uber successful and rule over everything. Least we not forget, this all started in a guy's garage. In one guy's garage. Think about that. Hey, we can make a game that's kind of like Lord of the Rings. And they started a game. They weren't in some corporate tower thinking about how much money they could make and how millions and hundreds of millions of dollars they needed to rule over everyone. They were just a couple of creatives sitting in a garage, coming up with a game. And this goes against everything that game stood for. Sagadorf 9 said, with a $5 super chat, says, Mexican Iron Man is helping me with connections. He's got my alpha build. Expect movement after his well-deserved rest time. Awesome. I cannot wait to hear about it, Sagadorf 9. You need to come up here. You need to come up here one morning and tell us about it. I would love to have you on here and have you tell us about what you are working on. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat, brother. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one's just for you. Time to send out the Viking Horde. Someone that looks a lot like Psychodorp 9. Go! Good morning, Rosetta. How are you doing? Thank you. I appreciate it. I am an evil bastard. Mean Loki. Hashtag blame Loki. Loki's the meanest. Loki's the worst. What the fuck? I'm eating tacos right now. Okay. Never did before. Tacos are great. It's Tuesday. Breakfast tacos, lunch tacos, dinner tacos. It's all good on Taco Tuesday, brother. This community is here and it's available. It could be huge. You just have to take a chance. Now, is Loki promising you the moon and saying, oh my God, all you have to do is put it out there and we'll all like totally buy it? I can't tell you what people are going to buy. I can't. I just know that with the way everything is, and the way we are craving good content right now, that it's possible. Loki is so mean. He did my first super, stealing it from Matt G. Rolling on the floor laughing. Hope you are well. I am. I'm doing well. I'm doing better. I am. I'm doing better. I'm doing better than I was. So, looking at a new doctor, looking at new things on the horizon. Working on it. Then that's what you got to do. You got to work on it. I don't mean to go all YouTube talk, but if that's where it ends up going, you have an opportunity to make something that may last the ages, and it may not. But how will you know unless you try? How will you know unless you try? Thunderduck. Loki wanted to take me someplace nice. It ended up being YouTube. Well, I try, Thunderduck. I do. The chances, the opportunities do not belong to Hasbro or Disney or WB or whatever. Talent owns that. Yes. Project Cambrian. Yes. That is correct. Right there. Thank you. Sometimes I am not as eloquent as the people we have in chat. Adega knows that quite well because Adega is so eloquent. And sometimes I'm like a bull in a china shop. I wish I could have half of that, what Adega has. The chances, the opportunities do not belong to Hasbro, Disney, or WB. Talent owns that. You own that. Only you can take a chance. And if you sit on it, if you sit on your hands and you don't do anything with it, that's on you. That's on you. If you sit on it and you don't do anything, that's on you. When CBS started this whole thing where you couldn't make so much more of a fan film, and they started taking things from fan films and using it, and taking things from other people and using it without giving them any credit whatsoever. Yeah, Doc Holliday. Say when. Say when. That's right. Why, that's just my game. If it's not with you, Holiday, I beg to differ, sir. play for blood, remember? I was just funning around. I wasn't. That's right. That's right. No, I don't want to cut the day in half. You're a daisy if you do. I don't want to cut a day in half. No cutting a day in half. It's your opportunity. It's your chance, and you've got to take it. I can't take it for you. Dave Bob can't take it. The Dega can't take it for you. Psychodorf 9 can't take it for you. None of us can take it for you. You've got to take that chance. This right here. So I was gonna talk about this tomorrow. I'm gonna talk. I am gonna still talk about it tomorrow, but I'll get into a little bit of this here. People have an opportunity to do something and they don't. I had an opportunity for 2 years before I started doing YouTube to do YouTube. So for 2 years, I was sitting on my hands, Project Cambria, just like you were. And it came down to fear. It came down to fear. And it wasn't until I took a long, hard look and had to face it that I said, this isn't bad at all. It took me standing up and defending someone to get off my ass and get on this platform. It took being invited. I got invited to a live stream. You guys know that story. I got invited to a live stream and I couldn't say no because of who it was. I couldn't say I'm absolutely freaked out. I played it cool. I was like, oh yeah, sure, would love to. Thank you so very much. And I showed up freaking out. I showed up sweating. I showed up. I was absolutely out of it, and I couldn't get my computer to work right. And it took yanking half the shit out of the back of it for it to finally respond and be like, "Oh no, that now we're working right." And I was so freaked out over that I just kind of slid into what I was going to be doing, and it was meant to happen. It was, because if it wasn't, I would never had that great Abunas story to tell about him going up on stage, doing his thing, and burning the damn stage down before I ever got on it. And because of that, because he did that, I was able to go on after him and basically joke around with the host and be like, son of a bitch, you threw me under the bus. What do you mean I threw you under the bus? Well, I come up here and the Abunas has burned the damn stage down. I'm standing in a pile of ash, and it relaxed me. It did. And then that fear was gone. And as soon as I did that first live stream, I did another one the next day. And that was the mornings with Loki. I did another live stream the very next day. That morning was a Friday. And then I was back Monday, and it was called Mornings of Mischief. And I haven't stopped. What's up, Abomination AJ? How are you doing, bud? Good morning. Good morning. Six. What is up, Six? I showed up sweating the first time I was on your channel, Loki. # terrified. You shouldn't be, though. You all have the ability inside you to be great. Stop worrying about if you can be, because each and every single one of you has that in them. I remember getting on a stream for the first time. I was sweating, nervous as fuck, and sputtering like an idiot. People were so kind and patient with me, though. At the end of the day, there are things that we feel like hold us back, but they're not holding you back. The only thing that can hold you back is you. That's it. That's the only thing that can hold you back. Whether you're nervous, whether you're scared, whether you're afraid, whatever it is, You are the only one that can hold you back. Nobody else can. Believe me, I know. Because someone tried. Someone tried to hold me back. Someone tried to say this would never be anything. Someone tried to say Valhalla was a pipe dream and was never going to happen and nobody was going to get what I was doing. And I was an absolute idiot for trying. And you know what I did? I did it anyway. I did it anyway. Mark Damply Tired says, I clammed up completely the first time I went on with Loki. Talk Loki's head off backstage and then silence when we went live. The only reason is that feeling, which you can crumple up like a piece of paper and throw behind you. Because that's exactly what I did on my first live stream. I wrote out these jokes thinking I was so funny, and I had the little script, and Abanas got to go on in front of me because I could not get on the live stream. I was late and couldn't get there. And Abanas showed up and, Phantom Menace, let me break it down. You've all heard that story. And he burned down the damn stage. And I was looking at this stuff going, I need to step up. This is not going to work. I need to do better than this. And I did. I went on, I joked with him, I made people laugh, people were having a good time. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Are you having a good time? Are the people in chat having a good time? Are people enjoying your game? Are people enjoying hanging out together? Dive in, be yourself, find yourself, be your voice. Bad Steven knows. He knows what's up. I would be silent too, but I don't have a microphone. It's up to you. I'm not saying you got to do YouTube. This isn't a campaign to get you on a microphone. It's a campaign to let you know you can do whatever you want to do. Well, why are you talking about this, Loki? Because these companies want to take advantage of you. They want your thoughts. They want your ideas because they are limited by the tiny little marbles they call brains. These people have no imagination. Their only focus is money. There isn't a creative bone in their bodies. But there is in yours. And they haven't figured out that's what they need. They've lost that. How do you lose that? You become so wrapped up in bullshit that's not important that you lose sight of what is. Friends are important. This family here in Valhalla is important. And it's okay. It's okay to have that feeling. As long as you don't let that feeling hold you in place. I'll be honest. Something that never bothered me when I was a kid that I've been working on over the last year. When I was a kid, there was this giant ass pine tree out in front of my house. And one day my neighbors called my mother and said, "Do you know your son's out on the roof?" And she said, "There's no way. He's like 3 years old." I had climbed that pine tree and I was slick enough that I could hold on to that pine tree and swing it back. And when it came back over, I jumped onto the roof of the house at 3 years old. At 3 freaking years old, I jumped from a pine tree onto the roof of my house. No fear. Absolutely no fear. No worry about what could happen. I just wanted, I just climbed the tree because I climbed the tree all the time. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try and get on the roof. I want to see what's up there. I want to know what's up there. I had vertigo like a bitch today. I walked near the ledge of an awning or something, and I'm like, nuh-uh. I get the little tinglies on the back of my neck, and everything in my beans like step back. Step back. We have balcony. I go out on the balcony. I walk up to the railing. I'm like, don't lean on it. Don't do this. Don't do that. My head's all kinds of swimming in shit of don't do's. And I've had to teach myself to do it anyway. I've had to teach myself to do it anyway. Because I will not be ruled by fear. Now, fear can be a good thing. Fear can tell you when something, hey, back off, back up. But you can't live your life letting fear run your life. And Chris Berger, and just like that, the legends of Loki scaling the mountains of Jotunheim was born. Fear is the mind killer, Hojo. Yes, fear is the mind killer. I got what you were trying to say, brother. I got you what you were trying to say. Fear is a good motivator to kick your ass into keeping going. It can also be a great motivator to kick you in the ass to finish what you start, or just to get up and start it in the first place. You have the ability to have your ideas in print, immortalized for all time. Immortalized for all time. Roller coasters don't bother me. It's just standing there on my feet. If I'm sitting down, I'm fine. It's standing there on my feet looking down. It's the whole don't look down thing. If I don't look down, I'm fine. It's the looking down that everything's like spin, Basil, spin. My entire brain starts spinning. And that's shit I've got to work on. That shit I've got to work on and shit I've got to get over. Don't look down. For whatever reason, that sets it off. Fear is the mind killer. I'll face my fear and face the little death. I will move past my fear. Only I will remain. Fucking Dune in chat this morning. That's right. After doing my first karaoke on Captain Fandom Nerds channel, I could go on anyone's stream now. It's liberating. It's liberating, 6. Getting the stomach gurgles just thinking about it. Thinking about what? Thinking about what, Zero? What are you afraid of? Don't tell me it's a scented candle. Ooh, I got a picture for you. I got a picture. Hold on. I got something for Zero this morning. Dun, 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 dun. So, I am off topic this morning, but whatever. Let's see. Where am I going to send this to? I'll send it to your Twitter. Okay. I took this just for you the other day. So, because I was at the mall. But we're going to share that with everybody. So if you guys want to see something funny, hopefully he knows what it is now. Let's see. Yeah, I'm about to flash my DM. So what? Oh, I don't have to do that. I can just save the picture. Open in new tab. That is not what I wanted you to do. Okay. We're going to share this. Share. Da, da, da. There you go, brother. Just for you. Thought that was great. We'll have to talk about that on a Monday. It's like asking someone to walk across a ladder placed on the ground They'll do it and place the ladder 20 feet in the air and ask them again. Yeah, it's a totally different experience. Totally different experience. I love you. I love you, brother. I absolutely love you. He knows that too, bastard. Proper fear. That fire is hot. I shouldn't go in it or touch it. That's right. That's right. And of course you do, 6. Girls love Yankee candles. That's right. But would you give a guy a Yankee candle for his birthday? So that's the thing. Would you give a guy a Yankee candle for his birthday? Yeah. Anywhere I could go up in flames and fire is hot. So that's bad. That's right. Floral gets it. Floral gets it. That's where your fear should be. That's where your fear should be. Courage is not the absence of fear, it's forging ahead in spite of it. That's right. That's right. Crispus Yankee candles are like foot massages. Yeah. If you give a guy a candle for his birthday, you want it to be the last birthday you celebrate. I believe it was too, which is why I teased the shit out of him about it. So appropriate Mufasa. Ooh. Lavender chamomile kind of guy. I don't know. I don't know about lavender. So what can you do? Don't let these people have your ideas. Don't let these people take your ideas. There's absolutely no reason to let these people take your ideas. They're yours. It's your creativity. They're your stories. They're your ideas. Don't let people take them. Don't let people take them and make off with them. It's almost like the screen grab shit here on YouTube. Don't let people just take your shit. Fight that shit. I mean, unless it's like, I don't know, if it's for review, whatever, but don't let people just take your shit and repost it. That's your idea. It's your work. Don't let these corporations profit off of your work and your ideas and your stories. They're yours. Forge ahead. Forge your own destiny. Don't let fear hold you back. I mean, I remember how nervous Dega used to be. Do you really think it's good? Yes. Oh my God. Yes. 2 weeks later, do you really think the books are good? Yes, I do. I do. I wouldn't be sitting here reading the damn thing if I didn't. Don't try and blow smoke up a Dega's ass. Just tell him how you feel. Good morning, Olds Gamer 72 Cutlass. Mark Dampingly Tired. Good morning. Chris Fisk. Good morning. Snowed Up. Skull and Tuck and Roll. Driving to the job that I hate and underpays me. Can't wait to quit. You know what Snowdub's done? Snowdub's creating a little thing called the Cotton Connection. And one day, I honestly believe that the Cotton Connection is going to be its completely own thing away from YouTube. It will be on television, and it will be a raunchy, awesome, hilarious laugh fest. Why do I believe that? Because it's too improbable to fail. It's a great ass community. It's a great ass show, and it has so much potential that it's improbable that it is going to fail. Snowdub has put himself out there. He's put his creations out there. He has put his creativity out there, and he has taken a chance. And win or lose, he's changed people's lives because of what he has done. He has affected people's lives, many of them in a positive direction. 6 with the $10 super chat. So when is Zeropium's birthday, and where do we send the rose blossom scented candles? Zero, do you have any comment for that? Thank you so much, 6, for that $10 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here on this special Taco Tuesday, and we're going to give you some hard bodies. Lady 6, Skull! Thank you so much, 6. She's going to start stocking up, Zero. Have to wait until next year. Well, this year, yeah. Crom is your god, and he lives in the earth. Yes. To crush your enemies. Think about it. Get hyped up. What do you do? What do you do to get hyped up and get yourself in a creative mood? What do you do? Do you listen to music? Do you watch a movie? Do you play a video game? What do you do to get hyped up and get energetic when you want to create something? Do it. It'll help. Listen to music, watch a show, have something on in the background. Just do it. Right here, Arwen Avalon. I've had people busting my ass to get back into our work. Finally taking their advice. It feels glorious and terrifying at the same time. Jump in, head first, without checking to see how much water is in the pool. I love it. I absolutely love it. Pat Steven, what is up? He said, listen to Loki, watch comedy, listen to music. Depends on what the creation is. Playing a game. I love to get lost. There's a difference between playing a game and getting lost in a game. And I love getting lost in a game. I just recently replayed through Final Fantasy VII Remake, the original Final Fantasy VII before that. I'm trying to toy around with Mech Warrior 5, this special edition Mech Warrior 5 I've got. But that's more tinkering with the game than anything else. Snowdub says I smoke weed with Puff and we come up with ideas. It's a wonderful way to come up with ideas. Just got to write them down. That way you don't forget. You gotta write them down. That way you don't forget. It's so easy to get lost in creating. Once you're there, once you've got your flow going, once you're doing your thing, you're there. You're there. There's nothing that can take you out of that. But walking into that space and going, I can do this, that's a huge, huge leap. That takes a huge, huge leap to walk into that room and go, I'm here, let's do this. She's here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. Good morning, Lady Mist. Crom, I've never prayed to you before. I have no tongue for it. If you don't help me, let the hell with you. That's right. Crom is your god and he lives in the earth. I know well what lies behind my sleeping refuge where I built my own world to escape. That's right. That's right. Let me ask you guys something. How many of you do that? Any of y'all out there daydream to go to sleep? That's all I can do. I can't go to sleep any other way. I had insomnia for like a decade when I was a teenager, all up until my 20s. Couldn't sleep at night. Couldn't go to sleep. Couldn't shut my head off. Couldn't turn my brain off. Just would lay there and lay awake and not be able to sleep, thinking about stuff. How many of you created your own little world behind that? Your own little adventure. Oh my! I hope I sounded like Mike. Oh my! Okay. I don't know what to say now. Every damn time, Dave Bob. I can't sleep on my first night before work. All the time, Loki wrote a lot at night. We love you, Six. I just dropped for fun, but I was chuffed that my Arwina pics became thumbnails. Creative side to Lady Mist. Or Louis Sparrow, I'm sorry. Lady Mist is right below you. What do you do when you're trying to go to sleep? Imagination is our bulwark against the crushing despair of reality. Arwen loves the work that Luis did for Arwina. Much love, brother. Take care, Snowdub. I know working that job sucks. And I know working for someone that doesn't appreciate you sucks. And it's the last thing you want to do each and every day is get up and have to deal with someone that does not appreciate you, does not appreciate your work, does not appreciate your ideas. It sucks. It sucks. And one day, brother, I hope everything is big enough that you can just say, fuck it. I'm not doing this anymore. Do what you want. I work till 1 a.m., eat, and then pass out. Of course you eat. We were talking about that yesterday. I'm always doing something for my channel or two others. Working for Valiant or WDW Pro. Right? Am I right? But of course you eat and then pass out. You'd have laughed your ass off if you would have been in my doctor's office the other day, Steven. You'd have laughed your ass off. I talked a lot about that yesterday in the member stream. No, you can't do that anymore. Not after you eat too many Whoppers. Oh yeah, you eat too much. You eat like killer whale. Yeah. Oh yeah. She went off. Called him obese. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And shit, dude, I'm under 200 pounds. I'm 6'3" and I'm under 200 pounds, and bitch called me obese. I'm like, I don't think so. So, it's up to you, guys. It's up to you to take a chance. It's up to you to get yourself out there. I understand that someone might inspire you, but it's not their job to make you successful. It's your job. You know, I mean, if you come up with this kick-ass idea and you don't do anything about it, that's not my fault. It's not Snowdub's fault. It's not Zero's fault. It's not Pat Stevens' fault, even though everything's his fault. It's up to you to get it out there. It's up to you to get it published. It's up to you to get it put on Amazon, on Kindle, on whatever. It's your job. That is your job. I am finding a new doctor, psychiatrist. So yeah, I'm working on that. Yeah. Well, same thing here. Hashtag blame Loki. That's our roles in life. There you go. Yep, I'm at fault for every problem I don't know about. Hashtag reality. Hashtag blame Loki. Anything over stick thin, doctors will call obese. Yeah, it means nothing anymore. The word means nothing. Just like some other words that get thrown around. Incels. else. Ists, obes, Yahtzees have no meaning. None of those words mean anything anymore because you can just use whatever. I woke up late, but hail Valhalla. Das Wolfen. Good morning. Obese is a technical term, and even strict bodybuilders once past 15% body fat are obese. Obese doesn't mean anything unhealthy, just means you have body fat. There you go. I've got body fat, just like everybody else. You too big, cholesterol too high. You should have had a heart attack 4 years ago. AC1 out of this world, too high. No chop big enough to chat. Yeah, that's what I got at the doctor's office. Anyway, I'm not going to get all back into that. So tomorrow on YouTube Talk, we are going to be talking about how to be successful on YouTube. What you think successful is. Understanding what your expectations should be and what they shouldn't be. Because the idea that, oh, I'll just do a YouTube channel and I'll never have to work again seems to be seems to be an overriding factor in what people think this is all about. And money isn't the end all be all. Plus, we're going to talk about some shorts and a new way to get monetized, because there is a new way to get monetized. If you get 10 million shorts views, you can be monetized. If you have 1,000 subscribers and 10 million shorts views, you can be monetized. That's going to change the game, but it has to be original content. So if you upload movie stuff, if you upload soundtracks, if you upload anything like that, it doesn't count. Those views don't count. That's bullshit. You work more on YouTube than a normal job. You're always working. It's one thing a lot of people don't like. It's one of the things a lot of people do not like, is that you're always working. You're always checking social media. You're always networking. You're always reaching out to people. You're always talking to people. Blame Loki when we don't have 1 million subs by spring. That's right. Because I'm not going to tell you how to get subscribers. I'm going to tell you how to build a channel that you love and love working on. So that's just what I'm going to do. Guys, check out Floral. Floral from Under a Rock has got a song they're about to post right after the show today. It's a brand new song. Check it out. Make sure you are subscribed. That bell is rung to Floral from Under a Rock. In the Cotton Connection. Burn shit down on a daily basis. And Floral's a great guy. A lot of these people are severely undersubbed. They have great channels. They do put out great content. They do gaming videos. They do puppet videos. They do all kinds of videos. Hashtag Kurt is, oh my God. Hashtag Team Kurt. Yeah. They do a lot. They do a lot to promote other people. They do a lot to promote this community. Yeah, we need to get Florida over 500 subs. Thank you, Snowdub. We need to get Florida over 500 subs. I wish we could do that today. If you guys aren't subscribed, please go and check them out. The wonderful music you hear in the morning was modified by Floral. He actually put the Spartan chant in beat, in step with everything, added some horns. Great guy, a great guy. And I didn't ask him to do that. He just did it. He said, dude, the way it's out of step is driving me crazy. Send it to me and I'll make you something great. And he did. He absolutely did. And I really appreciate it, because that's like the definitive version now. I'm never going to use another version. At least I don't think I am, unless he comes up with something different at some point. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to do it, because I know we're all busy. See, that's the thing, and that's another thing. It's one thing I forgot to mention, and I'll end on this note. We're all busy. We've all got time constraints. We want to use that time for good things. After a long day at work, what do you want to do? I know what Snowdub could be doing. Snowdub could be going, hanging out with the Snow Kid, kicking back, watching the thing, looking at stuff he wants to get off of eBay or action figures and all the cool shit he likes to collect. There's a ton of stuff he could be doing. He spends that time with us. He spends that time entertaining us. That's why I've always said that Snowdub is severely undersubbed, is because he spends all that time with us. He spends that time making us laugh, doing booty breaks, creating content that we enjoy. How do you want to spend your time? Do you want to sit there and watch other people's work or play other people's games or do other people's stuff? Or do you want to do something for you? Do you want to work on something that could change how you do things moving forward? What's your choice? 6, I have multiple channels that I love and love working on. Midnight's Edge, Culture Casino, Latino Slant, Zach, Script Doctor, Fat, Not Obese, Just Fat Steven, and those are just as a mod. And please, no one ever get the idea that I wouldn't have someone as a mod. I'd love to have 6 as a mod. I just am good with the 3 mods I have. Chris, Mark, and Josh alternate sometimes. Sometimes the 3 of them can't be here at the same time. It's just 2 of them. Sometimes it's just 1 of them. They do an absolutely wonderful job for me. And I'm anti too many mods. Yeah. Yeah. So I love the team I got. And if I ever have an opening, I will definitely consider it 6. Please don't anyone out there who's like, why won't Loki let me be a mod on Mornings of Mischief? It's nothing personal at all. I would love to have a whole crack team of mods. 3 mods I got are great. So Magic Mags with $5 super chat. Much love, Loki and Valhalla. Thanks for the pep talk to start my morning right. Thank you for being here. Magic Mags, thank you all for being here. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. We're going to send out the dragon before we get out of here. Or you know what? What about this? How about this? Why don't we punch an old woman in the face? How about that? Skull!
God, I want to punch an old woman in the face.
Yes. Yes. Guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend Anner. We'll see you guys tomorrow on YouTube Talk. Take care, everybody. Don't forget to check out Floro's video later.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.